I have the perfect idea for an introduction to copy counter magic and how to use it. The introductory concept to lead to absolute mastery as fast as possible. I suggest first you work on piezoelectricity prowess, I guess you could call it, right? Piezoelectric prowess. What piezoelectricity is the quality of generating electricity, energy, in response to pressure. A different pressure results in a different energy. Attention is a pressure. Cognition is a pressure. Two different kinds of pressure. There's a nuance between them. There's a fine line. Hostile intent is a pressure. What energy do you generate in response? Can you change what that energy is or amplify it? Or practice with it, with your imagination? Can you apply your own imagined hostile intent and at least do something with that? It's never as good as the real thing, but it's definitely going to be more accurate than not imagining hostile intent as far as learning for copy counter magic in combat. But any amount of copy counter magic can be used to utilize. Now, I should have mentioned this at the start of the video. The more you mention magic, the more sketchy it gets, right? What magic really is, in my context, is an amplification of nature. Like in Magic the Gathering, what the way you win a game is by picking one mechanic or a few mechanics and amplifying them to steroidal extent to win the game. And everyone else is picking some other mechanics. So you got to make your mechanic faster or more efficient than theirs somehow, or bigger or more defensive or something. There's a million ways to win the game. Same thing in real life. You amplify a physic to a seemingly supernatural extent. And if you focus on the idea of supernatural, that's a pressure. You generate an energy in response to that. So what scale are you thinking on, and what scale are you acquiring? Next to the whole point of the introductory video, the base physics that is piezoelectricity, which exists in all DNA, all quartz crystal, is very heavily focused on the nerve system, the nerve clusters, such as the funny bone, which is why you get pins and needles when you slam that. That's a response to pressure. It is generating physical electricity, is somehow what that particular system of piezoelectric quality generates, is pure bioelectricity. You know what that stuff can be used for? Evolution and adaptation without reproduction. It can be used to complete tasks. It can be stored. At any point, you can begin practicing pyroelectric quality, which is the which is the natural physical quality of storing that energy in an aura, or in something that produces an aura, is what Google will tell you pyroelectricity is, which is the only database I have to look at either. So I would definitely recommend practicing the focus between the two and seeing how that refines. And like you can take a lot of things. You can take almost anything. Look at this. When I look at this, there's an echolocative feedback, right? There's an equal opposite reaction. I apply pressure to it via my attention. It applies pressure to my eyes and cognition in equal opposite reaction. Every little way you theme your environment absolutely affects how you carry yourself and how your brain works and how everything else about you works. It's very interesting stuff. Which is why I think Phyrexia was a very popular theme in Magic the Gathering, because I don't know about anybody else, but I could really feel it in the air. It was like a societal event when they released Phyrexia. It was loud. And like looking at the cards, I can feel them. Like I can't smell them sometimes. Like Phyrexia's got a visceral smell to it. But seriously, like anyone can train that. Anyone can train a level of sensitivity or of generative potential. Who knows which thing it is? That's kind of the beauty of it being a magic, right? You don't know which thing it's going to be, but it's pure science. You don't know which thing it is yet, but it's pure science. It's utilizable as a tool. But any number of land, any number of environment you see here, you can develop a level of sensitivity where you can really feel that. And I forget how I did it, but at 18 years old in 2017, I was already like an empathetically sensitive child. Like emotion or attention in the air felt like it produced sensation. That was occasionally like it wasn't overwhelming, but it was clearly more overwhelming to my experience than whatever everybody else was experiencing. So at 18 years old, I managed to meditate enough to somehow like around crystals and stuff to like somehow start deriving like these feelings. Not emotions, feelings. Well, I don't know what you guys get from staring at a beautiful landscape, but I think this is better. If I could stare at a swamp and think this is good. I like this. This is unique. I live in Oklahoma. There's nothing here. And in most places, besides the fucking Dust Bowl that I live in, beautiful to me now. Like just in sheer feeling, like I get a rush from being in nature, or around nature. Even though I'm not even in those areas usually, it's just like I don't know. I might have smoked a little bit of bud before I started this video. I might have ranted a little bit, but I think I got a good point going on as far as copy counter magic. It's a really good idea. Meditation, if you can. Here's the thing about meditation. If you have to fight to do it, it's not working. So the way you want to start is do something meditative that like helps you relax your brain. So playing a video game is meditative. Practicing martial arts is meditative. You can meditate and move around. Who dictated that you can't? Who gets to dictate that you can't? Who can say you are so limited you cannot meditate and move around? No, it goes against my definition. No, nobody gets to say that.